All right, and we have more news coming in. This is the Prime Minister's big consensus appeal to the opposition. The Prime Minister urging the opposition to support the candidature of Radhakrishnan as the Vice President. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has appealed to the opposition to support the NDA's candidate for the post of the Vice President. This is the NDA's candidate so that the Vice President is elected from the General Committee. The Prime Minister said Rajnath Singh is talking to the leaders of all the parties regarding this. Remember, the attempt is being made to build some sort of a consensus. At the end of the day, the Prime Minister has spoken about it, appealing to the opposition that throw your weight behind the NDA's candidate for the vice presidential elections. Piyush has more. Piyush, are the ministers in question here, Rajnath Singh and Kiren Rijiju, still working the phones to get consensus from the opposition? Or has that ship really sailed?
Well, the work is still going on because the government is trying its best to reach out to all the opposition political parties. What we are told is that Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has spoken to various opposition leaders, including Sanjay, Stalin and Mallika. Tunkhade. What we are told is that he, is looking forward to speak to various other opposition political parties, requesting them to extend their support to CP Radhakrishnan. And that's what also we heard in today's NDA's parliamentary party meeting when PM Narendra Modi spoke about in detail on the background, on the legacy of CP Radhakrishnan. He also requested a few opposition political parties to support the candidature of CP Radhakrishnan, as he belongs to a normal background. He is a Sangh Karyakarta. He has been taking part in various social activities. Remember that the nomination process will take place tomorrow. Before that, the government is trying its best to reach out to all opposition political parties to ensure CP Radhakrishnan has a weight when the elections take place. Today, the felicitation program of CP Radhakrishnan also took place, where PM Narendra Modi, along with other constituents of NDA, they all felicitated CP Radhakrishnan. And while during that program, we also heard PM talking about the legacy of CP Radhakrishnan. So the government is trying its best to ensure that there is landslide victory of CP Radhakrishnan. On the other side, the opposition political parties are also to hold their meeting today at 12:30 p.m. where they are going to decide their future course of action, future strategy as to how they will be looking into the entire elections. Tomorrow is the day when NDA's vice presidential candidate CP Radhakrishnan is going to file his nomination. Before that, we can expect opposition also to field the candidate.
Opposition would be fielding the candidate as well. I just want to ask you, Piyush, and explain this to us. How do the elections really work? What do the numbers look like at this point in time? Because to me, it looks like the NDA is comfortable vis-a-vis the numbers. Explain to us the procedure for the elections. What is expected?
Yes, NDA has got the numbers and it enjoys a majority in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and there is no doubt that CP Radhakrishnan will win and it will be a cakewalk for him. As far as the procedure is concerned, tomorrow the nomination will be filed by CP Radhakrishnan, and in that nomination, all NDA rule state chief ministers and deputy chief ministers, along with them senior leaders of BJP and NDA, will be present. After the nomination process is filed, then the elections will take place on September 9, and in that election, all MPs of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, they will be casting their vote, and on the very same day, we can also expect results to be out. But what is more important here is that before the elections on September 9, there will be a training session also of all the parliamentarians all the parliamentarians from all the groups, from both the groups, from India Bloc and NDA Bloc, where the government will tell them the process, what all needs to be followed when the elections take place. So the training of parliamentarians will take place on 6th, 7th and 8th, and on 9th of September, the voting will take place. So that's what is the entire process, which is all set to be followed. But it will become very interesting when India Bloc will also come up with its name, because then again we will see another sort of nomination being filed by the opposition candidate, and it's going to be India Bloc versus NDA as far as the vice presidential polls are concerned. But there's no doubt that CP Radhakrishnan enjoys majority, and he will have a say when elections take place on September 9.